Here we go.
Good morning, YouTube's Mallory George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, the season is winding down. We have a couple of shows this weekend. Also, we have even a pro qualifier this weekend. I know a couple of ladies who are competed in that pro qualifier, which is the Masters USA's. Wish them all the best of luck. I hope you get your pro card. So anyway, one of the shows is, I think, is one of the last U.S. pro qualifiers. One of the last U.S. qualifiers, 2026 Olympia. It's a natural show. It's the Ben Weider Natural. And it's been around for quite some time. The circumstance show has changed. It's more like, it's not an open show anymore. I think they say they changed it to last year's winners and whoever qualified for the show now. So that's why the numbers are so small. And also it's natural bodybuilding. As you know, there's not a lot of natural competitors, but natural started to grow bit by bit. So the list came out on Monday. And I said, you know what, let me go ahead and talk about the show. I mean, there's a couple ladies who I follow in the sport that are in the show. And I just want to show them opportunity that, hey, I support them. So right here we have Women's Physique. I know there's a very few numbers in this show. This show is both for qualification for next year's Olympia and 2027 Masters. So most competitors here are natural competitors, and also we have some over 40 competitors. First off, we have is she won the show last year, just made her Olympic debut this year, and that's Trish Polidori. Trish is from Canada. She's been competing for quite some time. Actually, I think she turned pro with the show a few years ago, and then she made her pro debut here. I believe she's from other shows, so I followed her. Next up we have is Janissa Roy. Now, Miss Roy just competed at the Vancouver Island show some time ago. She's also from Canada. She's been in the game for quite some time. Took a step back. She's a mother, she's a wife, she has family, and also she works in the fitness industry. And this year she returned to competition at the Vancouver Island show. Next up we have is Cheyenne Tenella. This is gonna be, I believe, she's done the show before. I believe it's gonna be a pro debut. I don't know much information about her. Now, there's 4 women in the show. One lady, I couldn't find a picture of her, so I just talk about these 3. And both Janice and the other lady are competing in the Masters class for over 40. So I feel like Janice can get a qualification for next year's Masters Olympia. The other lady I don't know much about. Now, we have the list for figure, and quite a few ladies here. Many of these ladies don't know much about them, but like I said again, I'm always open to, recognize somebody who competes in the sport. First I will have one Miss Angela Baldwin. Miss Baldwin has been competing for some time ago. She also is a natural competitor. Next up we have one Miss Tanya Backham, and Buckham. Sorry, I mispronounced the name. She's been in the game for a good bit, and she's also a natural competitor here in the U.S. Next up we have is Diane Bradford, and Miss Bradford, I believe this is going to be her pro debut. Next up we have here is Shay Cotty. Miss Cotty is from New Zealand. That's an island that's like the other side of Australia. So she's around the South Pacific area. Next up we have is one Miss Lauren Fraser, and I believe this is going to be her debut. I believe she was doing wellness, but now she's switching to figure. Next up we have one Miss Desiree Jackson, and Miss Jackson, she actually been competing quite some time. I think she just recently competed at the Texas State Pro some time ago. Next up we have one Miss Chelsea Mooney, and Miss Mooney's from Canada. She's also a natural competitor. Next up we have here, Mandy, if I got the name wrong, I want to pronounce it wrong. Miss Mandy, Beckfest? She's doing I believe she's doing exclusively, the Masters class show. So that means she's doing 40 plus. Next up we have here is, this is, Kella Quant from, Bahamas. I don't know much about her, but I think this could also be her debut in the figure division. Last we have here one Miss Danielle Spatro, and she just recently competed at the Atlantic Coast Pro. So this is going to be her second show for the season. Shout out to her. Now, this is the list for the fitness division, and a handful of ladies doing the show. We have a couple here Olympian competitors, and one lady who just recently did the Olympia. First we have here is Michelle Gills, and she's been competing for quite some time. She's been a multiple-time Olympian herself. She hadn't competed this year for Olympia, so she, this is a shot for her to try to make the Olympia for 2026. Next up we have is Andrea Glass. Andrea's been in the game for quite some time. She's also been a natural competitor. She just recently competed at the Olympia. I think she was in the top 10, at this year's Olympia. Also, we have here one Miss, Tara Bloom. And Miss Bloom, she's been in the game for quite a bit. So this is going to be her first show for the season. She's from Canada. Next up, we have here one Miss Nicolette Spencer. And Miss Spencer has been competing for a good bit, and she has done a show last year. And last, we have one Miss Nicolette Zappo, and she's from Hungary. Been in the game for quite some time. She also competed last year at the 2024 Arnold Classic, So let's wish best of luck. So the show is going to be, we'll have the, today they're having the amateur show, and tomorrow is going to be the pro show. I know a couple of ladies who are competing today at the amateurs, so I wish them best of luck. And the pro show is going to be this Saturday, so you want to check it out. You can go to yourunit.com. They're probably going to do it live. I'm not sure they're going to do it live for the amateur part, but I most definitely know they're going to do it live for the pro show. So I wish all the best of us competitors. Like I said, again, amateurs is really starting to grow bit by bit in the bodybuilding world. The Pittsburgh Pro has a amateur pro qualifier. They had it this year. They're probably going to have it next year. So if you are an amateur competitor, if you like OCB, PCA, and you want to switch up, you have to at least do a regional show in the NPC. I know a lady who interviewed a while back, Florencio Hunt. She's she's natural, but she does take chemo for her cancer, so she can't do this show because I think they would put that against her because it's technically it's a drug. But I think she's a lovely lady. Congratulations on her getting her Master Olympia qualification for next year. I mean, for 2027. But the show is going to be, the amateurs are starting today. The pros will be tomorrow. So check it out. Support these competitors. And with my page, a.k.a. the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I am out.